Is it clear?
Yeah, it's visible.
Everything
Yes.
is okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, 𝐼𝐴𝐚𝐺 College, and especially Mentor sir, so inviting me for the session again. Maybe I am repeating many of the slides, or maybe the content which I have already delivered these types of topics in COVID-19 pandemic. And after a long time, again, we all are moved from the online mode to offline mode. So definitely, I think the content may be repeated for the staff in 𝐼𝐴𝐚 College. Anyway, I am trying to include more content regarding the funding opportunity. Last few days, maybe I think 4 or 5 days, you were receiving the content in this FDP, how you can have the research methodology using AI tools and ChatGPT and various tools, because I feel that computer science is really wonderful in research now. And even those who are doing research, computer science is a tool where you can have a research methodology and you can have everything. I mean, literature review, methodology, even analysis, data, everything is possible. But I always think when you're doing the research, how you can get the funding, okay? Because all my experience I was in USA last week, and everything I'm doing with my fund, which I am receiving from various funding agencies in different part of the world, not only from Oman. So I do believe that, or I would like to share the power of funding opportunities, which is especially available in Middle East, where we are looking for collaborators, partners, research assistants, principal investigators, and co-investigators for our existing projects all over Middle East. And also, I would like to share some of the points from India, but maybe I will be focusing on the Middle East part. Mr. Sijin, everything is okay, because I am teaching my laptop now. I cannot see anything. So I hope everything is perfectly fine. Is it okay?
Please
Can I continue?
Yeah. Please proceed.
Thank you. If anything issue, you just interrupt me. I will.
I will stop in between. All right.
Thank you very much. Okay. Dear participants, I am planning around 1 hour 30 minutes my session. And then I would like to go for a 30 minutes Q&A, because you may have the questions how we can get the fund. Okay. So the topic is identifying opportunities for availing research fund. The simple way how you can get fund for your research. This is my aim today. I would like to divide the presentation into two parts. One is the funding opportunities, funding agencies, and how. And second one is how you can write a winning proposal. That is very important. What is my understanding regarding the, I would like to have it regarding the participants. Sijin, can you just help me to find out the background of the participants? Are they the PhD students or faculty members, or is it mixed? How the range will be?
No, they are all faculty members.
All faculty members.
Students. Okay. Yeah, there are no students.
Okay, excellent. So in that case, I feel very happy, because regarding the opportunities of funding, we are also looking for people, those who are really joining with us. Those who are interested to join with us, we will be happy to move. Okay, so I am coming to that part. So writing a proposal is very important, and getting the fund is very important. These two are interconnected. So this is the most important part in this presentation. So when I move to the regarding the funding, you know that nowadays education, because I was listening to the IPSR, the slogans about the education, which we were running before the starting the session. But how we can say, we can say that today everything is, because when we are doing interview for the university, I am looking for mainly Google citations and your how much funded project you have, how much citations you have, how much credentials you have, how many publications you have in Scopus and other Web of Science journals. All these are the things we are looking for, rather than your technical how. Because we do believe that definitely you can increase all these things, but research you cannot develop in a day because it will take time. Because if you want to publish papers, definitely it will take. So there is good opportunity for researchers. So I would like to call academicians those who are researchers. So even the faculty promotion, you know that all the universities are mainly depending on your research collaboration to the universities, to the industry, and this thing. I mean, industrial collaboration also very important. Okay, so this is my motto. I am telling all my students and staff, nowadays, if you are applying for higher education, you have two options, publish or perish. This is the basic fundamental mantra we have to chart in our life. Because if you are not publishing, if you are not having the real good publications, I don't think so you will be in academics in future or even the current scenario. COVID-19 has given opportunity for the people to get international exposure. What is happening internationally? So the same thing I would like to share my international experience with you, how you can publish. Ultimate aim of every researcher, we can simply say that the ultimate aim is to publish. Because either you have a funded project or you have whatever is there, ultimate aim, how you can increase your publishing capacity or your publications. So the question is, why you have to, because in all my presentations, all my talk, I'm always giving importance for a project, funded project, because it is my experience. I am sharing only my experience with you. I have almost 20 funded projects is finished and almost like 6 projects are going on. And I have a good collaboration. And when I got collaboration with the people, when I have given the same topic in COVID-19 pandemic with the different parts of the world, and I am very happy to say that we have a good number of collaborators with our projects nowadays, which I received mainly from during the COVID-19 pandemic, these online sessions. So I do believe that today also there will be big number of participants are watching this class, I mean this session through YouTube and maybe less in the WebEx. But my request to all of you, my aim is to get good collaborators to our project because we have enough opportunities. So these are the basic things we can say that why funded project, we will say that I will first definitely your academic improvement. So if you are in any part of the world, I don't want to say that either from India or Middle East or Europe or any part, wherever you, doesn't matter, academic improvement is very important. Once you get the project, definitely you will be forced to do the academic improvement. No other option. Okay, there is no other option. Then you can see that conferences and publications. Okay, in your academic life, these are the most important part. I mean, conferences and publications. And there is no doubt in that. Of course, you can have your own resources, equipment, travel. You can have your own research assistant, everything. Because I feel that all my research I could develop, I could improve mainly because of my financial freedom, which I receive because of my projects. I can have membership in different organizations, in different bodies like IEEE or ACM or anyone. Everything I don't have to request for universities. I can directly go with of my projects. Even my travel, all my travel I can plan with my projects. Okay. Of course, this is really interesting, a training opportunity for the students. What my experience, I have maybe more than 5 students are with me. Those who are in different projects. This you please note that they all are undergraduate students, not the master students, not PhD students, undergraduate students. They are with me, and I can give them honorarium or I mean some amount of payment to motivate them. If you are able to motivate your children in the undergraduate level, see the beauty of education, how it will be. So the question is now, do you have an idea? Do you think that idea you can work for a research project? Okay, so I feel that I am sure that many of you have a project maybe. So my intention today, even though if you have a project, if you would like to explore more, there are more opportunities in Middle East. Okay, and you are welcome to collaborate with us. That is my main purpose. So I feel that there are some of you are already having projects, some of you are already holding projects. Some of you have already enough fund, but even though you can enhance with foreign collaborations, where I would like to just explore the Arabian Peninsula, where we have more opportunities. So regarding the topic selection, so you can see that I am giving, I will give you all these resources to the LMS. I will maybe talk to the coordinators, and I will give the content of these presentations and all the opportunities, details, and everything I will give in the LMS platform. So you will be able to receive it directly. So maybe I will go fast because I have a good number of slides to be covered. So regarding the projects when you are moving, so the first, I think many of you are really struggling, or even many of the young researchers. I am focusing on, maybe I can say young researchers. Mainly they are focusing on fundamentally to find out the topic. Okay, or what is the topic, or how I can get a fund. If I am giving a topic which is related to me, whether I will be able to get the fund. Okay, definitely no. Okay, so I am giving two simple tools. You can say there are many other tools nowadays available, but you can see that one is Essential Science Indicator, other one is Google Trends. Okay, you know, these kinds of my dear colleagues, okay, as all of your faculty, I would like to address as colleagues. My dear colleagues, you please believe that everything is available in online nowadays. Only thing, how you are able to identify which tool is good and how you can utilize that tool, that is the fundamental issue which will be happening in the world. So if you are going to give one topic, if that topic is not relevant to that particular funding body, you will not get the fund. Okay, you will not get the fund. That is the main thing. Okay, so you can use which, for example, I'm coming to that slide. Okay, you can see that this is another one actually. Okay, social mention. Okay, these all are the tools which you can use to, even though when you are applying for a project either in India or any funding agency, you please try to find out a good topic. When I receive the to evaluate the proposals, the funding proposal, sometimes I feel that we can close our eyes and we can accept it, because topic is that much important. I mean, topic is that much good. So in such cases, so what is the relevance of the topic is everything, because even though your proposal is weak, if the topic is nice, if topic is having a value demand at the current situation, definitely you will be able to get it. This is my feel always as a reviewer and also as a person who is applying for the fund. Okay, so you can see that this is the coronavirus virus trend. I mean, I use the same topic, even same graph. You can see that how people are searching or how the world is looking for something. So you can use any trend analysis tool to identify which is important. This is depends on the country. Okay, so you have to understand the funding agencies requirement. I am coming to that topic, but generally, if you are going to find out that I'm talking about, assume that you are starting from the scratch. So please try to find out the topic which is relevant to the world. Very important actually. Okay, so you can see this is another one. You can see that insights, ideas, inspirations, and all these things in the trend. You can see that. Another interesting story, maybe Marian College is always keen in sustainable SDG. That means you can say SDG. I mean, the Sustainable Development Goals. So you can, if you are able to connect your research, I repeat, if you are able to connect your research to any of the SDG, okay, any of the SDG, any of the goal by this normal this United Nations, definitely you can claim that United Nations is looking for this topic, and this is the goal identified by United Nations. So definitely you will get a say, you will get a high in the proposal. There is no doubt in that. So if you are able to connect, and the proposal itself, if you are able to write that this topic, this proposal is collaborate. I mean, this is correlated with the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, goal number 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. So you can have a write-up in the proposal, in the acknowledgement, or even any parts where it is visible to the reviewer. So reviewer also will be happy to support such projects The reason mainly because yes, UN is giving importance for this topic, then why not us? This is the way people are looking for. National priority. I am coming to the same topic again. So of course, once you find the international priority, because UN is international priority, once you get the international priority, you should not stop there. You have to come to the national priority. Okay, each country will be having a national priority. Okay, each country having a national priority. Okay, so if you want to apply with us, if you want to apply with Oman, of course we have a good opportunity. I would like to. We have a collaboration with more than 10 institutions in Kerala now. Okay, and even more in Kerala itself, I have 10 institution collaborations, and if I'm taking all over India, all over the world, we are collaborating with more than 25 institutions, both academia and industry. So we have that much collaborations out there. So we are very happy. So still we have a wonderful opportunity. We are looking for collaborators. So those who are listening to me, if any of you are really interested to collaborate with us, you can collaborate. Definitely, I will give the details. So these are some examples I am giving. Okay. And here you can see that Oman is going for Vision 2040. Because why I am giving an example of Oman, because I am from Oman. Because if anybody is interested to collaborate with me, I would like to go for Oman priority. That's why I am giving Oman. Definitely regarding the questions, I think maybe after 1 hour we can give a break and we can go for the questions. And maybe please keep your questions, and at the end we can go for the Q&A. Mr. Srijin, is it okay, or do you have any preferences? I am ready for everything, but I feel better we can go for the Q&A at the end.
Yes, sir. I think you cover up your topics and then we will take it, because they will be in the chat, right? So we can pick it up later.
Okay. So I think all the questions we can keep in the chat, or you can keep it.
Yeah.
And definitely we can go for more Q&A session, because this topic is like that. So no issue for me. Okay. Thank you. Srijin, I am sorry. I am really in between interrupting and troubling you. So please bear with me.
No problem.
Okay.
No problem.
Okay. Thank you. So regarding the national priorities of any country, if you are applying, so for example, Qatar Foundation. If you are applying for Qatar Foundation, definitely you have to think about what are the priorities Qatar Foundation is giving for that. So even you can say that in Kuwait Research Funding Agency, Kuwait Research Foundation is very strong. And I will come to all these things. I'm just generally telling you, please identify the priority of the funding agencies, or which they belongs to which country. Some of the funding agencies are international. They are not giving preference for any countries, but they are giving purely international, but they have their own motto. So you have to go for that. That is important. So these are the, you can see that even all these countries are displaying their national priorities in their website. Okay, every country have a vision, because Oman have a vision 2040. That means how Oman will be in, or should be in Oman in 2040. So these are the area. So when you are applying for any project with us in Oman universities, you can easily give that Vision 2040 labor market and employment, or economic diversification, or the sustainable development. You can see that. Okay, that means SDGs and cities. Okay, this is an area. So, or even natural resource and environment sustainability. Okay, so welfare and social protection. Okay, so all, if you are able to connect your topic into this one, and if you are able to identify this one of these vision, this goal, you can connect it easily. So you can, please note that internationally you can connect the UN goal, then nationally you can connect. So look, I always believe that writing the proposal is an art. I know that many proposals are rejected, not because of the content. Maybe, the idea or the content may be good, but how it is presented. When I am sitting for some evaluation, criteria evaluation with the funding agency bodies, I always feel that, oh, it's a nice project. Why these people did not write in a proper way? This is my feeling I always have. So, my dear colleagues and my dear friends, I am sharing only my experience with you. I am sharing my experience with you. Okay. So we have many projects here. These are some of the ongoing projects and completed project with me in university. So you can see that most of my projects are related to the computer science and medical sciences, because if you are going to connect, this is another tips. If you have a paper, you can note it down. So please note that any project in any sector, if you can connect with the medical science, always there is a demand. I repeat, this is my experience. Okay, If you are able to, you can see that one of my best project. Okay, you can see that we have finished this project. You can see that with you, a clinical decision support system for early detection of Alzheimer disease in Oman. Okay, I remember when you are having such project, do you think that any government will oppose you in funding? Definitely they will be happy because everybody is looking for the health of the citizen. So you can see that this was one of our signature project in a university in my project, and I have received 2 patents for this project with the device, and we have made a device also, early detection, and this project was in collaboration with Royal Oman Police also and hospitals. Okay, so these kinds of collaborations, you can collaborate with the national bodies. These all are the tricks I am sharing with you. Okay, this is maybe when we talk about the projects, it is not official, but these are the tricks. When you are collaborating with these things, actually, it is very important. Actually, okay. So any medical research, any kind of a clinical research, either in computer science or in natural science or in social science, if you are able to connect, definitely you will be able to get the fund. Okay. And these are my projects. You can see that some of my current running projects and complete projects. I'm not going to read all these projects. You can see that there is a COVID diary project is there. Then you can see Alzheimer project is there. Then healthcare sector is there. Dairy chain is there. Okay, you can water quality is there. Then a blockchain project for the transport for the Ministry of Finance is there. So I am giving all these just the headings only for your understanding that. See, healthcare, and even you can say that majority of these projects are from healthcare sector. So you can see that again, these are the then something remote monitoring of elders using IoT, and a blockchain platform for the job seeker. This is another one because very important for the country. And this is we have one project from Qatar Foundation that is in a different project. So what I'm trying to tell you, these 2 tips are very important. Actually, when you are preparing it, you please make sure that, okay, I think I request those who are listening to me, please keep the flow. So at the end of my presentation, my session, you should be able to either collaborate with us, or you should be able to apply for a project with any of the Middle Eastern funding agency, either university or even anywhere in the world. That is my aim of the presentation today, because our time is very precious, valid. When I am sharing our experiences with you, definitely it will be useful for you. Okay. So I am coming to this point. Okay, importance of interdisciplinary research. Okay, this is very important. Okay, this is most important. Can we say that nowadays the research is only one particular area? I don't believe. You go to anywhere, okay, you can see that wherever you go, you can see that it is application oriented mainly, and even most of them are interdisciplinary. Especially any application oriented research is it is always better go for interdisciplinary. Even in Oman, we are giving value for collaboration with interdisciplinary research or multidisciplinary research. We are giving importance, or we are giving a step for that. So it is always, you will get a chance to accept, or you will get a chance to receive it. That is very important. Okay. So now I have given you some tips. So what is the next? You have to constitute a team. I know that many of the faculty members, those who are attending the session, you know the PI, co-PI, consultant, investigator, research assistant, everything actually. So I'm not going much into the individual team member point, but I would like to go to the other important factors actually. Now you have an idea. I am repeating. You have an idea. Maybe the idea, you understand that this idea you can convert as a project. So those who are doing research, maybe you are trying for a publication, but you can convert as a project. Okay. So your aim is to finally to publish. Definitely, the result of all the funded project is the publication. No doubt in that. What is the main asset? Is it a laptop, buying a laptop, or having a research assistant? No. This all you can have if you have money. But ultimately, what I do believe is that because once you get a project, you are committed. That means you have to publish. No other way. So you will be forced to publish, like a PhD program we are doing. Okay. I mean, those who are doing PhD, many of the people after the PhD, definitely we may not do that much research. So we always say that PhD is the starting point of the research. Same thing we can say that once you have a funded project, you will be forced to publish because it is a commitment. That this is the karar, this is the agreement between you and the funding agency. Okay, so even if you have any questions, you can ask during the Q&A session about the team members. Okay, so now you have the idea, you have a proposal. I mean, okay, of course, you don't have the proposal, but you have an idea and you have the everything in your mind. Before you write, don't write the proposal. I always feel that many of the people, they write the proposal, then they are trying to find out the funding agency. Don't do that. My experience, my advice to you, please first you find out the funding agency. Okay, because the proposal which you are going to submit to funding agency number X will be different the funding agency Y, because the funding agency's priorities, their rules and regulations, everything may be different actually. So my advice to you is there where to submit. So we can divide the funding agencies into 5 categories mainly. Okay, so these are the 5 categories. That is mainly research organizations. You can see that for in Oman we have the research funding agency, that is the Research Council of Oman. It was former, now it is under the Ministry of Higher Education, Innovations and Research. So different ministries are there. Many ministries have fund for the research. You know what is the problem, my dear colleagues? You may not be able to identify it. You may not know that. I always believe that there are opportunities. The guys who are smart to identify the opportunity, he is the smart one. So because you have to grab it, you have to hold it, then only you will be able to identify it. That is very important. Semi-government organizations. There are many semi-governmental organizations are there. Institutions or universities having their own fund. Many universities in the Middle East have their own fund, and even they are ready to for the, and even Middle Eastern universities are really, we all are eager for international collaboration. You understand that? We are looking for international collaborations. We are very happy when I am getting a good international collaboration. It is a credit for the university, because in our accreditations, in our all accreditation, our ranking, all we can say that we have this many international collaborations agreements are there, MOUs are there. These are very important for us. So it is nothing free. It is win-win situation for both. And of course, we will move to the private agencies. You can see that we have the private organizations. Okay, I feel that the funding agencies, we always feel that private sector is, I mean, many of the people are not depending on private sector. I really wonder. I always asking these questions in all my presentation when I'm going to India also, because how many of you, please think very free, you think about very freely, how many of you approach private organization? Because the amount may not be much or bigger, but how many of you approach the private organization for a fund? Of course, if one agency, one private sector can give you maybe 50,000 or 1 lakh, it's an amount, and they will be ready. I'm chairman of benefits group of companies also, and in all my industrial associations, I always raise this point that as part of CSR, we have to support the industry, the academia in the research funding. So, you know what is the answer I am getting from the chairmans of many companies? Nobody approaches. Nobody is bringing with a good proposal, which will be definitely useful for us also, and we will be interested. We are interested. We are having interest, but we are not agents. We have of course, yeah. You know, private sector. Every private sector will give you, I don't know. Okay, but it is a time. What you are going to lose? Definitely. Even I have examples of we are giving fund for some one universities in India as a private company, as a private organization. I am giving a fund because I am very happy. Even I was inviting that university to my factory, and nobody has come to me. So of course, if you feel that nobody will support, leave that feeling first. This is my request all of you. Just try. What is wrong in that? Nothing. Okay, even though if you are getting a small fund, that will give you a motivation in your life to do research and publish. Of course, we have other, that is not my aim today, but even I just made private organizations in red color because to emphasize on that point. Okay, so my experience is in Oman. Also, we have a private collaborations and they are supporting us. I have experience. So I am sharing. Believe me, all my words, all my talk today is from my experience. Okay, what I did in my life or how I got these projects in my life, I am sharing with you. So I'm just giving some opportunities in the Middle East. Of course, I'm giving first the Oman Research Agency itself. So we have a Ministry of Higher Education, Innovation and Research. We have every year, we have a good number of funding. We are called block funding program, and every year we have funds. So any of my friends, those who are listening to me today, if you are interested, I will give my mail ID. You can have a collaboration in future with us. I'm very happy to collaborate with you. Of course, depends on the project, depends on the situation, depends on the scenario, and depends on the fund. That's also very important. You can see that I can share this file in the LMS. Okay, you can see that more than 150 agencies in different areas I found. We will share this in the LMS. You can see that funding opportunities in UAE and GCC. Okay, you can see that these all are funding agencies. Okay, of course, all these agencies may not be suitable for you and they may not fund internationally. That is also one fact. But you can collaborate with one national university in Middle East in any countries, and you can easily proceed for the funding. I repeat my word, because many of the agencies, they may not fund international directly because maybe they need a PI from the local institutions in the corresponding places. No issue. You can easily collaborate because what is our aim? International collaborations. Of course, maybe many countries may not be happy to fund directly with the international universities or bodies, but the opportunities is there. In Middle East, what is my experience is, what is my understanding is, there are many agencies are there, which is not universities, which is not private sector purely, which is not purely, they all are semi-governmental, or it is all are NGO organizations. They are really happy to support or fund. This is my understanding. So you can see that here there's a list with the law, with the mass communication, business administration. You can see that, okay, the Arab Fund for Economics and Social Development, Khalifa Fund to support development small medium enterprises, MADA Research. Okay, you can see that all these are the funding agencies link. I will share this link with all of you. You can have it from the LMS platform, from the organizer, and you can try for it. Definitely, you can try for it. Okay, this is the multidisciplinary funding agencies are there. Look how many are there. You can see that. Okay, education, information technology, business administration, multidisciplinary, and Western international. See, look, this is an example of international funding opportunity. See, look. So some agencies are, they are basically looking for international funding opportunities. Okay. You just try it. Whether you get or not, that is second option. You just try it. This is my request all of you. Okay. And these are the another some of the these all are international funding bodies. I mean, they all are they don't require the local institutions. You can see that this is CFARSODA, grants.advance, and all these are the ones, all these links I will share with you. You can have it, you can check it, where you can apply directly. You may feel that I tried, sometimes I did not get. Okay, my answer is there is no limit for applying. Maybe you tried once, you tried second time, you tried third time, maybe you did not get. That doesn't mean that you will not get again. I would like to give this motivation to you. Okay, if you are applying first, you did not get, maybe, but I am 100% confident that there are actually because I am directly involving more than 5-6 international funding agencies as a reviewer, and we all feel that all the review meetings, we all feel that we are looking for excellent research proposal which can support the society. That is very important. This is the truth. I always believe that. Are we getting the real good proposal? Sometimes the answer is no. So, my dear colleagues, there is opportunity. I am 100% sure. There is opportunity. This is my experience. This is my job. That's why I'm sharing with you. And you know that Qatar National Research Fund. Qatar Foundation is one of the leading funding agencies in the Middle East. A huge fund they are giving to different parts of the world. So definitely they have even undergraduate research experience program is there actually. Okay. And this internationally you can collaborate. Okay. But the PI should be from Qatar, but you can collaborate with any of the institutions in Qatar, and definitely you will be able to collaborate with them. It is possible actually. I'm giving another example. So I would like to recollect the flow of the topic today. First, we thought about how you can have a proposal, or what are the proposals are important, or how you can have a good idea, or how you can identify the idea, or how you can make sure that your idea is better. I'm just refreshing. Second, we thought about what is the importance of interdisciplinary. Or I repeat, the first step is always you have to have a wonderful idea, or the idea which is, the idea itself should be capable of applying for the project. That's very important. Now we are talking about where we have to apply. When you are applying for Oman, maybe when you are applying a project in Oman, maybe in our university, maybe government of Oman or anywhere, will be, that means the project may be different, the idea will be different, the importance will be different, topic will be different, content, the way of writing will be different. Of course, everything is same, but the way of the flow will be different when you're applying for another country. So that is the reason I am telling all of you, please don't start writing the proposal. Okay, get the idea, make everything in your mind, because the core idea is there in your mind. Then you find out the agency where you are going to apply, and please write the proposal for the agency. Okay, you can see that Qatar Research Funding Lifeline outsiders. Okay, that means it is international, truly international. An example. Okay, 𝐿-𝐾𝐿 Foundation for Policy Research in Ras Al Khaimah, that is in the United Arab Emirates. Okay, and Sheikh Saud bin Sakin 𝐿-𝐾𝐿 Foundation is there in research, and breast cancer research or Pacific Asia region in FISR. And you can see that this is I search in internet and you can see that the external funding opportunities, external grant opportunities in the UAE, external grant, please note this term, external grant opportunities in the UAE itself. Because the reason I feel that we don't know, okay, many of the funding agencies, when they request for the evaluation, or when they invite as a reviewer for the evaluation, then I feel that, oh, there is a funding agency that, okay, I could apply. But if you are a reviewer, you cannot apply. If you are an evaluation member, you cannot apply. But I always feel that, well, I didn't know about this one. If I could know that, always it is better I could apply. So this is the way internet is the source for everything. You can find out, you can apply. Maybe you will not get, I am repeating, maybe you will not get. But there is no guarantee that you will not get. There is 100% guarantee that if you do again, if you repeat again, if you continually follow up, you will get, I am sure. These are the internal grant opportunities. See, look actually how many are there. How many are there? Okay. These all are the, please, I will share everything with you. Okay, this is the, you can see that Kuwait Foundation for Academic Sciences and Research. And you know, KEFAS is very beautiful and very big international body. They have huge fund and they are supporting for the scientific research and the community. You can see that. Okay, this is very clear for you. And regarding the, you know, you can see that the 𝐹𝐴T. Okay, 𝐹𝐴T is another one which is generally using for the ladies. Actually, in Saudi Arabia, they are basically supporting the women's research empowerment. Actually, okay. So if I am going to talk, I have more than 1,000 funding agencies. Okay. If I am going to talk about funding agencies, I can keep on talking for the entire 3 hours of this session today, maybe, or 2 hours of the session today. So I would like to stop the Middle East opportunities, and I would like to cover some of the opportunities in India. I am not that much familiar with the Indian agencies with the funding. Maybe you all are smarter than me for that naturally. I would like to focus on Middle East and other part of the world. And of course, India. When I have gone to this one, I just find out that, of course, there is UGC funding and AICT and Science and Technology, Anyway, I'm not going to, but I feel that there are some private sectors are also there. Okay, these are my my sources from internet only, and I am not sure about these agencies, how they are doing everything. But there are agencies which they are funding. I saw that. Okay, and maybe I would like to give this one to or leave it for you. Maybe you are better than me on this one. Okay. Now we are moving to the, so now we finished the funding agencies part. Now, what makes a good proposal? Ultimately, this is the most important factor. What makes a good proposal? This question is very important. What makes a good proposal? Is every proposal is good proposal? I don't think so. From my experience, I repeat, as I am repeating this word again and again, because when we are evaluating some proposals, I always feel that very good idea. Okay, very nice, but it is not presented well. If they could present it well, they could have definitely achieved their goal. I mean, they could get the fund. So my aim today to give you my experience or how you can write a winning proposal. Okay, only tips. I'm not going to give details. Even 2 hours is never possible for that in our university. We are giving 1 week sessions. If anybody is interested, you are welcome. There is no fees. Please note that we are not getting any fees for any of the program we are doing in Narabappa University. So if any of you are interested in visiting us for any of our courses programs, it is completely free and you can come and stay with us here. So the first point is a good idea. Of course, this is the first point, a good idea. Okay. So what is a good idea? I already told you what is a good idea. A good idea for one country may be different for another country. A good idea for one private organization may be different for another organization. So it depends actually. Second point is the research component. This is very important. In many of the proposals, I am giving the rejection reasons, okay, from my experience. One of the reasons we always believe that the research component, okay. So I don't know how to answer this question. Do we have or do there a research component in the proposal? That is very important actually. That is very, 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 very important. Okay. Then clear description of the research activities. You know, when we read some proposal, we feel that it is wonderful. It is very nice. Written you know, we will love to read this one, some proposal. You understand that evaluation is the process of a human being. Machine is not evaluating. So when we read some proposals, we feel that how nicely written. So this is the most important. I am trying to give you that tips today. You know, when you are presenting, okay, maybe you have, I always feel that your idea is excellent, your ability is good, everything is good, but the way you present it, that is very important. So all these are very important, like a class. Some of the faculty members, they are very good in knowledge, very excellent in their knowledge, but they may not be able to present well in the class. You know that there are many people. Okay, so presentation is very important. So the same thing is that how you present your idea and are you able to convince the reviewer? Funding agency means reviewer, no doubt in that. Are you able to convince the reviewer? That is the question actually. Okay. Next point, a good fit with funding agency's priorities. I already told you. Priority for Oman is different for priority for Qatar. Okay, so that's the reason I told that you should not write the proposal first. You identify the agency where you are going to apply and make a proposal for that agency. I know that many people, they write the proposal and they will send it to 50 funding agencies. And it is nothing. It is not fit for any agency. Instead of that, you identify 10 agencies and check the opportunities or options where you are, is there a chance. Then you prepare the proposal for them and send it. That is always better. Budget is very important. I'm coming to all these points. Don't worry. Appropriate budget. Okay. I have wonderful experience in my life. I lost one of my projects only because of budget. Okay. You know, it was not a big budget. It was a lower budget. You think that may not be all of you. Okay, I'm really talking to the people where I don't have any idea about your background. Maybe some of you are Excel researchers, some of you have wonderful experience in funding and projects, everything. So I am talking to the people, those who are having less experience in funding, or those who are trying and or those who did not try, or those who try and they did not get, such people, such audience I am focusing. If you have a good experience in the project, you please bear with me. And always, if you are giving lower budget, also there is a chance of losing your opportunity. Not higher budget. Okay, that is also very important. Appropriate budget. So I have given the name called appropriate budget. That is very important. Clarity in the work plan. When we read the slides, when we read the proposal, there is an implementation plan. There is a plan is there. Okay, what is your plan? So you have to give the weeks exactly. So some of the plans, when you read, it is very clear. But when we read some plan, immediately we understand that this guy don't know anything about this project, and it is not at all feasible. It is not at all feasible. So we reject immediately. So I am talking to you. What are the reasons for rejections? Not the paper, the proposal. How we reject the proposals. This example. Then the last one and the most important one, novelty of the proposal. You all know that 𝐾𝐻, ChatGPT, other tools, there are many are there. So identifying the novelty of the proposal is very easy. And if you are going to try, if you are trying to cheat any system nowadays, you cannot, because tools are there. Easily you will be caught, and definitely never, even later, maybe you will not be able to apply for such agencies. In our database, we have some researchers database is there, where we found that it is completely cheating, and we blacklisted such researchers, and they will not be able to apply again. So this is very, very, very important. Okay. So what is my advice to you? Before you write, read successful proposals. By reading successful proposals, definitely you will get an idea. Okay, before you write, still we did not write. Okay, we identify agency, we identify topic, we identify all the tips, everything, and we identify the agencies, and we are now moving to, and now you have in your mind, you have everything is there. How you can have a wonderful proposal. This is in your mind. Ready? Now we will move to the pen. We are almost going to finish 1 hour of our session. I hope everything is clear. Now I am going to talk about how you can write, or what are the things you have to take about when you're writing the winning proposal. Anybody having any comments? Because almost like 50% of the time is over. So any comments you have, please. I think Mr. Sejin, any comments? Can I continue, or do you have any comments?
You want to take some questions? There are some questions here related to your presentation.
What you feel?
Okay, we will take few of them then.
Right, very good. There is a break, so that is good actually. Okay, so please go ahead.
Okay, there's this question. How the humanities department can get collaboration? Could you please throw some light on that?
Yeah, definitely. In regarding if it is collaborating with us, we have all faculties here. We have law, we have education, we have humanities, we have science, all are there, engineering. So definitely any of you are interested in humanities, definitely you can collaborate with us. This normal way. There is no difference in that one. Perfectly fine. I hope it is clear.
Okay. All right, next question. Did the proposal need to be submitted to all funding agencies? How one come to know that they have called for a proposal?
Okay, that's a good question. Okay, I think the first part of the question I already answered. I feel that regarding the humanities examples we can give. Okay, I can relate with our business department in that case. Regarding the funding agencies call of the proposal, most of the funding agencies proposals are 24/12. I mean that 24/7/12 means it is always open. Okay, we can submit it. Okay, usually we can submit it. And some of the agencies, they will announce in the website that they are calling. But normally, many of the agencies, it is open for submission. So they will use it for the next cycle evaluation. This is the normal way many of the agencies are doing. And some of the agencies are very particular. They will accept only this one, but you have to keep on checking their website. Okay, this is all the experience which you have to share with the other friends, or you have to look into such website. That is one option. Second option, many agencies are informing to universities. See, we are calling now. I am getting many mails, maybe, in the ResearchGates and such social media platform, it will be always notified. So you can get such information. Regarding the what was the second part of the, okay, the first part of the question was, do we have to apply to all funding agency, correct? This was the first part of the question. My answer is no. My answer is no. Don't see, look, when you are, it is like a paper, when you are writing a paper and if you are submitting to all journals, don't do that. Don't do that. You please focus on a funding agency, because the proposal you are preparing for one funding agency, the idea is correct, the route is correct, course is correct, everything is same, but the way of presenting and the top up, we can say that, like the cake top up, the top up will be different for each funding agency. So don't apply for all funding agency. That is not advisable. This is my experience too. All right.
Okay, the second part of the question was how one could come to know that they have called for a proposal.
Yeah, I already answered that one. I have already answered that one. I have already answered that.
Okay.
Yeah, regarding the successful research proposal, many proposals are available. Even I can give you. Okay, I can share my email ID. Those who are really interested, I can. There was okay, Sajin. I think will you read the chat? Okay.
Yeah, I think you're reading the chat, right?
Yeah, I mean the one which I saw, I directly read it. Okay, maybe it is better you. Okay. So maybe it is you can manage, but instead of I am reading, you can just manage it. That's better.
Okay, so that's a question. Could you share some successful proposal for you?
Definitely. Okay, and it's available. It's available in the net, but even I can share definitely. Any other questions?
Yes, sir. No.
Okay.
No, that was a repetition of that only. Yeah, you can proceed.
Okay. So now we move to the second part of our presentation. I can say, I think, yeah, I will share my email ID. Okay, after the presentation, you can see I will share my email ID. Okay. So now I just put it in a way that now we can go for the pen to paper. Okay. So keep in mind that all these things in your mind. Don't forget that. Okay. So now we move. Okay. So I told you, ultimate aim is citations. Okay. Ultimate aim is citations. Ultimate aim is publications. Don't forget that. Okay. So, when you are writing the proposal, okay, you have to go for the keywords, because the keyword when you are giving the proposal, when you are writing it, actually, always use good keywords. That is very important, actually. Okay. So because in any proposals, keywords are very important. In the starting, you can give the keywords, because many of the reviewer, we are looking on the keywords mainly first. Okay, what is this area? That many people, they will not read it sometimes. This is the reality, what I feel. Okay. So you give the tips to the reviewer how you can attract. First option is keyword. So do you think that the keyword you can simply give from the proposal you write and some keyword which is repeating and put it? No, that is not the way. There are tools. You can see that there are wonderful tools are available to identify the strength of your keywords. So these are the examples. You can see that all these sites, all these websites, all these online tools which is available to support you, that how the keyword will be famous, how the keyword will be more accessible, more accurate compared to other keyword. So we will share everything in the LMS platform. You can access it. Okay. So please note that there is an importance for keyword selection. Don't forget that. Okay. Please note that there is importance for everything. I will tell you one thing. Ultimate aim to satisfy the reviewer and to make sure that everything is perfect. Okay, that is the presentation. You have to make it. Okay. Then next one is title of the proposal. Okay. One of my proposals regarding the Alzheimer was with you. I have given a proposal called with you, early detection of Alzheimer disease. I remember I applied for that project maybe 6 years back, and one of the reviewer, in a foreign reviewer, he personally commented on that one. Excellent title. Okay. Maybe I'm not giving an example of mine. Just give you an example. Anybody's, either mine or anybody. Leave it. So whenever a reviewer is read the proposal title, that is very important. You know, when you publish a paper, I don't think so title is that much important in the publication, but when you are giving a funded project, the title itself is important. Okay. So please choose an appropriate and relevant title. Okay. Relevant. It is very catchy title you have to put. Okay. That is very important. Is it catching title? That's the most important part. Okay. That you have to think. Okay. I told you about one important part is the research component. Okay. Here, you please note that what is the research questions in this project? You know, I have experience of the projects, funded project evaluation, which contains many normal projects are there. Normal, what is the difference between a research project and a normal project? A research project should contain a research question. Okay, that means what is the research? The novelty, significant, feasible, clear, ethical. All these points are very important because many of the agencies are giving mark division for all these things. Okay, all these things very important because the significant. Okay, significant in the domain, in the contribution field. Is there a significant for that one? Is it feasible? That is, you know, some of the proposal, it is very clear when you read the first paragraph. Introduction itself, you understand that it is not feasible. So don't plan something which is not feasible. I told you, this is an art. Writing a research proposal, finding a funding agency, applying for the funding agency, all these are an art which need training, which need experience. This is my suggestion to all the research colleagues. That is possible actually. Okay, I'm going a little faster because of the time. So I have given some examples also. Okay, simple examples I have given. How to make your research questions more strong questions. Okay, how you can make the research component in more strong way in your proposal. That is very important actually. Next part is executive summary. Believe me, 90% of the reviewers, they read the executive summary. In some of the agency, it is called abstract. Many of the reviewers, once they read the executive summary, they decide whether to continue or not. Believe me, this is the reality. So this is one of the areas where you have to give maximum time. Don't write the executive summary first. You finish your proposals, funding agency, finish everything. At the last, you please write it from your brain. Don't look into your proposal. Write from your brain. One page. Somebody is one paragraph. Okay, maybe most of the cases are one page. One page executive summary, where you are stating maybe 100-page proposal to a one-page summary. This is very important. There are many tools. I will tell again. There are many tools to give you wonderful executive summary. There are many tools are there. So this is my suggestion to all of you. Please write a wonderful executive summary, because executive summary contains everything. I am not reading the content of this slide, but I can conclude this slide that everything should be there. What is your problem? What is resolution? What you are going? What you did? Everything. What you are going to do? Everything you have to write in one page. That is your ability. If you are able to, if you are success in this one, nothing to worry. Definitely, your project will be nice, because only a good proposal will be having a good executive summary. But there are wonderful good proposals are there, but the executive summary may not be good. What is the problem here? As I mentioned that many reviewers, maybe they will not read the second part. I mean, they will not read the detailed proposal. They will read the executive summary and they think that what is it? It is not the feasible. Then they will simply, maybe 1 or 2 pages, they will go. this is happening sometimes. So be careful about the kinds of tips. So you need the tips. That is very important actually. Tips are very important in execution. Then now you can see that introduction and statement of the problem. Okay, very important. Okay, because once we finish the introduction, I mean execute summary, definitely if it is interested, this is the starting of your proposal. So write a wonderful introduction. Write a wonderful statement of the what is the exact problem, what you are going to solve it. That means here you have to mention your novelty of the. I see, look, many times I am repeating the word novelty of the proposal, novelty of the proposal. Actually, I can easily equate a research proposal and novelty. If your proposal is don't have, if there is no novelty in your proposal, if it is no novel, definitely nowadays you will not get the fund. Don't forget that. Okay. Literature review, very important actually. Okay. These are the content. I am just going through the important part only. Literature review. When you are doing the literature review, please note that don't plan, because even though in the paper maybe you can plan publication, but in the funding agency's project proposal, when you're applying for that, please put the recent, okay, recent research, okay. Always go for the recent, okay. If possible, last 1 year. And to make sure that the team is capable, you can just put the research team publications. I repeat, always try to keep in the literature reviews that the research team's publications, because it will give a hint to the reviewer that the team is capable to implement the proposal. That is very important actually. Always, the reviewers are thinking that how they will do. Are they capable? I know that we have rejected one proposal, excellent proposal, only because of we feel that the team is not efficient. Okay. And maybe that they got the, so what is the implication immediately got that? Maybe they receive this proposal somebody. Maybe it is their proposal. But so when you are applying for the proposals also, you please make your project background, I mean your research background, you make it in a strong way. That is very important. Okay. So this all, anyway, I will share the slide. I don't have any problem. So maybe I am not reading the slides. You can see that. Okay. It is not only writing and paraphrasing a collection of relevant literature. Evaluate it actually. Okay. And properly evaluate the literature. Don't forget that. Okay. And this is same as like a paper. Okay. But more than a paper, what is the difference between a paper when you are writing a paper for the literature review of the paper and literature review of the project? Here, your comparison is very important, and you are going to convince somebody, those who are giving money, that my proposal, my project, my idea is better than the existing one. I repeat, when you are publishing a paper, this is not that much, maybe you are not going to convince many. But here, don't forget that you should be able to convince a funding agent, those who are giving money, a funding agency, that my proposal or my idea is better than what I mentioned or what is happening in the world. That is very important. So literature will have a value. Literature review have a value in this one actually. So don't think that there is no value for literature review. It is very simple. Write something. No, you cannot do that. Don't do that. Next, most important thing. What is your research objective? Okay. What are the research objectives? What are the research objectives? That is very important actually. So we have already mentioned about the research component. Then bullet wise, don't write the research objective in a big paragraph. Always reviewers are looking for these points actually. What are the objectives? This one. Oh, very good, nice. Then they will read it. Okay. And objective should be action oriented. Don't give some objective which is not achievable. Don't do that. There is no meaning. So you have to prepare the objective always in action oriented. Relate objectives to funding agencies' goals and priorities. I told you in my first slide, I told that you can have a UN goals, you can have the goals of the funding agencies or goals of the funding agencies countries. All these are important actually. So you can relate easily with these things So it will give a value to your proposal, because objectives are very important actually. Okay, I'm just going to skip some of the slides because of the time issue. Okay, then methodology. The next important part is the methodology. Okay, in a paper you can say that you are going to conduct the research in this way, but in the proposal you should have an action-oriented methodology is very important actually. Okay, and how you are going to take each objective and give the methodology. Methodology should be appropriate, accurate, feasible, okay, and reliable. I'm giving importance for these two words. It is feasible and it is reliable and it is up to date. And always try to give each objective and how you are going to achieve that objective. Okay, you know, when you are writing a proposal, funding agency, when you're writing a winning proposal, keep in mind that in your mind, in your brain, in your inner, you already did this project, thinking that you already finished this project. That should be your thinking, because you know, when you are writing, you have to sit very calm, very quiet, and just transfer from your brain and how you are going to do it. If you are writing like that, it will be having a life. It will be live methodology. So whenever a reviewer is reading, my request all of you, if you love research, you can enjoy your life. Okay, I see. Look, I'm telling from my heart. Okay, you can enjoy. You can have everything in your life. As an academician, your tomorrow's life is research, funding, proposal, agencies, projects, and you will get a value in the academic world. Don't forget that. How you can achieve that? You need training for that. You need to have these kinds of way. How you can implement the methodology, outline of the proposed activities of the methodology. The methodology should be perfect. When somebody read the methodology, they should feel that, oh, very nice. It should be related with objective. Each objective should be actually, what is methodology? Implementation of your objective, correct? So, class, this is the way I'm going to do it. Of course, when you are doing it, you may have challenges. That is called research. That is a different part. But to the reviewer, you should say that I will do this way and I will get my result. Okay. And there are some topic I have given, the sample size calculator and all these things I put in the methodology. Always keep the accurate sample size. That is very important actually. Okay, and your population size and your ideal sample size should be very important actually. And even I have to mention the method of interviews or doing, how it will be either in either science or humanities, doesn't matter. Okay, so the percentage calculator, this how it will be. See, look, all tools are there, and use these tools and implement it actually. Okay, so the research methodology should contain the design, techniques, data collection, implementation plan, timelines, milestone, everything should be there. Don't forget. This is common for almost all the funding agencies. Okay, you can see that. See, this is a step how you are going from here to here and moving here. These steps are very important. These steps are very important. Okay, so you know one of the important thing, if anything, collected data, you have to specifically give the ethical issues. You have to clearly mention data collection on ethical issues. Nowadays, ethical issue is very important actually. So you have to, you know, we have rejected many proposals because of the ethical issue, because you know that is a big issue in the world now. So you have to clearly mention the ethical clearance. You have to clearly mention about how you will overcome the ethical standard of the project. This depends on the project, okay, especially for the science projects. Okay. So implementation plan. The implementation plan should be the chart. You have to have a specific timeline. Usually, most of the funding agency is 2-year project, year 1 and year 2. Maybe 1 year you can go for extension. Usually, mainly. Of course, it is very. But please, in the implementation plan, please, these are not in the paper writing, correct? So each thing, see, look, actually, you know, you have to put each thing. So when we read some of the implementation plan, we will feel that perfect. The guy knows everything. So how he is going to do? We can close our eyes and we can approve this project. But some of the implementation plan is very vague. It's very clear that this guy don't know anything. Simply they put something. So we reject usually. So to avoid the rejection, so I am talking mainly to avoid the rejection of your proposal. That is our aim today. My dear colleagues, I can challenge you. If you are able to write a nice proposal with a wonderful idea, you will be able to get the fund. It is very easy. This is my life experience I am sharing with you. But everything should be perfect. Everything should be professional. Everything should be in a way you will be able to do that. That is very important actually. Okay, you can see that each milestone you keep like this one. And in year one, what you will do in the first quarter. You can see that here we divide into quarter. I mean 3 months. Okay, first 3 months, second 3 months, again into 4, into 312. So what you will do here? You will do it here. Second thing is here. Third thing is here. Fourth thing is here. Then again, some of the things, publication, see, look, publication you are starting in the second quarter. Maybe literature itself we can publish. Depends. So all depends actually. Okay. This is very important. Okay. Describe the benefit to the country. Many of the funding agencies, they will ask to write, what is my benefit? I hope you're understanding. Okay. What is my, I am giving this much money to you. What is my benefit? Maybe it is depends on the country, depends on the funding agency, depends on the national, depends on the era, depends on the geographical position. Many things are there. Here you can be smart. Here you can be smart. Here you can explain. Here you can explain, you know, about the sustainable development goal. That means how you can connect here. My project will give you these things. My project will give these things to the country. Because of this project, it will happen to this private sector. Or depends on the funding agency. Come to the point again. Can we start writing first and apply for the funding agency? No. You have to write for a funding agency. Because in your mind, when you're writing, always you keep that funding agency's name is there. And their requirement, their goals, their requirement, what they need, everything should be there. Then you can move in that way. Next point is academic, scientific, innovation significance. Okay, you know, any of the project, this may not be in every project, every funding agency's proposals, a template. But in many of the templates, it is common. You have to always mention about the academic innovation. What is the academic significance of? And what is scientific significance? What is social significance? This you have to mention. I told you, more than writing your methodology, literature and everything, these are the questions you should be able to answer in such agencies. I am mainly focusing on Middle East agencies. Okay, Middle East agencies. Okay. Economic impact. Okay, that is mainly for some countries. Okay, so almost same thing, benefit of the countries and economic impact. Because I told you, every funding agencies, when somebody is giving money to you, definitely they will be expecting something from us. It is a fact. We cannot say that you should not expect it. Okay, we cannot say that you should not expect it. It is depends actually. Okay, it is always depends. So we cannot say that it is not there. So what is the economic impact? Also, you can mention it about this one. That is also important. Okay, budget. Most important. I think we need always 1 day session for budgeting. Okay, this again depends on the funding agency. You know, I will share one of my experience. I have applied for a project for one funding agencies. I have given less amount. I know that was not a big amount. I thought that if I am asking for big amount, maybe they will reject. So I have given a reasonable amount. This is my feeling still. But the comment which I received, very nice project, very nice proposal. But we are sure that you will not be able to complete this project within the budget you are requested. So we cannot take a risk, and maybe anyway it is not accepted, it is rejected. But they have given the reason to me. It was an eye-opening for me. It was an eye-opening for me. This is all Omani Riyal. I have given, you can say this all Omani Riyal. Okay, it's an example I am giving. One of my project in OMR. Okay, Omani Riyal. You can give in USD. Always it is better. You can give in, have a comparison in US dollar. So to get the equal comparison actually. Okay. So you can see that, you know, you have to give a realistic budget. If you are going to give a small budget, that is problem. If you are giving to a higher budget, that is problem. So it should be realistic. You have to make it that way. That is very important. That is very, 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 very important actually. So how you feel it is realistic? That is I'm telling. If you know, when you're applying, when you're writing the proposal, you should be able to know that how much money you required for that project. Okay, it is only you. You are the one decide. Okay, that funding agency have enough fund, so apply for big amount. Nobody will give. But if you think that, they think that, if the agency think that, oh, this is very less amount for that project, you will, this all your experience, your understanding. You can get help from any experienced person, or also you can go for the previous funding agency's proposal, some of the website available, and you will get an idea how the budget is there. I hope it is clear. So, what is the summary of a good proposal? And maybe I'm going to finish the topic, this topic again, and maybe then I will have a conclusion. Then 30 minutes we can go for the Q&A. This is my plan. So, you can say that start with a good idea. So, second point is carefully researched. I repeat this word, is carefully researched. You cannot go for a proposal directly with many things. Okay, you have to think about, is it carefully researched? That is very important. Okay, match the particular sponsor or funding agency's priorities. It may be national priority, international priority, country priority, depend actually. Second point is there, is neat and well written. This is very important, my dear colleagues. Is it well written? Very important. Is it well written? Very important actually. So many agencies will have their own guidelines. Please follow the guideline carefully. So, my dear colleagues, what I'm trying to tell you, you have an excellent idea, you have a wonderful writing skills, everything, but if you are not able to connect all these things together, you will not get fund. Maybe your project may not be accepted. This is my experience. So that's why I'm sharing with you. A good proposal should have everything. Okay. So like a human life, it is depends. Okay. Describes need for research objectives. Okay. Plan for operation, outcomes, timeline. Okay. And another point is the cost effectiveness. Don't, I mean your budget. Okay. It should be very cost effective. When one funding agency is giving you maybe $10,000 or $1 million, they are expecting the output from you. That is very important. Okay. So a good proposal should be having the clear objective. Okay. Your objective should be very clear. That is very important, very important. Clear objective you should have. Okay. And I would like to go for my experience. I would like to show you some of the agencies, how agencies are asking us for the, especially in Middle East, okay, mainly, okay, for the evaluation criteria. So we are giving the mark on the basis of the criteria, okay. So these are the points I always receive. Novelty and originality. I repeat this word again. I repeat again this one again, okay. Novelty and originality is very important. Novelty is very important. If your proposal is not novel, class, nobody can support you. It is finished. Nothing to do. Comprehensive of literature. See, look, there is a mark for literature review. How it is highlighted. Clarity in describing the problem. See, look, how you write the problems. Okay, these all are the mark section I am giving. Okay. Clarity in describing the problem. How you describe the problem? Is it clear? That means your problem statement. Are you clearly stating the problem? That is very important. Significance of anticipated measurable outcome. Outcome of your proposal. What is the outcome of your proposal? What is the significance of the outcome of the proposal? Expected outcome. Is it measurable? That's very important. Is it measurable? That is very important actually. Okay. Then research methodology and feasibility for achieving goals. That means, are you using the correct methodology? Correct methodology. That is very important actually. Then qualifications, background knowledge, skills, and track record of the PI. See, look, it's very important. I told you. Okay. Suppose you are going to submit a proposal where you don't have any track. Maybe you don't have any research. I don't think so. It is easy. So that is the reason the PI should be always having experience. So the team, this is only not only for one person. The team, whether the team members relevant, what about the team? Is the team is capable to do that? This is important. Okay. Look, very important. May not be for all agencies, but many of the agencies are looking interdisciplinary nature in research. Interdisciplinary. If it is interdisciplinary, there is a mark, additional mark. Collaboration with the other institutions. Many of the universities in the government sector is looking, are they collaborating with the other institutions? That is important. It may not be applicable to all the private agencies or the semi-government agencies, mainly for government agencies. Okay. Then, this is all for the in-kind support. I mean, whether your institution will support you. All funding agencies will ask this question: whether your institution will support you. And it is always better, dear colleague, that you say that yes, my institution will support, because I don't think so somebody will ask to prove it. So please always say that my institution will support in the research. So that means the agency will be happy to provide you things, because of course it is like a win-win, because there is some expenses from the institution side. Maybe the laptop from the institution you can use, lab you can use, the facilities you can use. This all you can provide in the proposal. So see, look, what is another thing? Anticipated value proportional to the money spent. That means, is it worth for the money? Is it worth for the amount that you are asking? That is very important. Is it worth for the amount you are asking? That is very important. This is another criteria. Okay. I would like to remind about, even though ChatGPT and everything, please don't forget about the plagiarism. Plagiarism is very, 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 very important. Actually, be careful about this. Because if it is plagiarized, immediately it will be rejected. Okay. Anything, ChatGPT, all you can use. Okay. So this I have given. I'm just giving a sample of a cycle of proposal life cycle. You have an idea. You write your idea. Okay, I told you. Okay, identify the agency. Don't forget, identify the agency and write your idea. Okay, submit to the agency. Okay, submit to the funding agency. Okay, declined. Okay, of course, declined. When you submit, you expect it is declined. Why not? No problem. Let it be failure. No issue. Okay, don't be upset. Okay, try again. Rewrite it. Okay, just why you have to identify why it happened. Okay, rewrite it, conceptualize it, rewrite it, add more thing, study about it, have a rework on it. Actually, submit again, write and revise again submit. Why not? You can see that you got the fund. Okay, so I feel that anyone, those who are in the field of research, they have to have projects. I don't know your background, I don't know your experience, nothing. But I personally feel that research projects are, because I have given, I'm the focal point of my university also. I'm giving all my colleagues that I'm always supporting, I'm always promoting them. I'm informing everybody. You please go, any junior faculty come, I immediately tell them, please join with the senior faculty and apply for a fund. Because once you get the fund, you will be motivated. You will get, once you have a project, minimum 2 publications you will get. That means minimum 2 scopus or Web of Science. Many of the agencies, they will specifically say that the publication should be like that. Okay. So, and even some of the agencies that 1 patent is compulsory. So you can go for very good patent, not simple patent. I mean, good patent you can apply because the money is there. You can apply for international patent because the payment is there. You don't have to ask for payment to the university or your institution, nothing. It is there actually. Okay. So how to achieve? This is my advice to all of you. Follow up and hard work. Only yes, there is no. Okay, only yes, there is no. Because I would like to disseminate this way to all the research community in the world. Because there are many funding agencies are there. They are ready to fund, but are you ready or are you willing? Nobody will come to you. You have to grab it. You have to find out it. This is the reality. Okay. Good luck. That's all about my presentations. And you can see that this is my mail ID. You can just copy my mail ID. Anybody would like to collaborate with us, you can send an email to me. I will be happy to collaborate with you. It depends on the projects and situation, definitely. Okay. That's all from my side. So I would like to go for the Q&A. I think I'm on time. So it's almost like 25 minutes more we have for the Q&A. So back to Sojit.
All right. If any of you have any questions to So you can please post that in the chat. And Dr. Sherimon will pick that up. Okay, there's a question. Can I send the revised research proposal to same funding agency?
Why not? Sure, 100% you can send it. 100%. Okay. There is no funding agencies are reluctant to say that you cannot apply again. You can. Because, see, look, why they reject, there's a reason. Definitely. So if you are able to grab, if you are able to identify that reason, if you are able to rewrite your proposals, definitely you can send it again. 100% you can do that. 100%. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I can give you one proposal. Definitely. Definitely I can give it. We can share it with the coordinators, and maybe we can share with the LMS content. One good proposal I can give it to you. One of my, well, maybe one, two, three, no problem. We can have some good proposal. We can share with you. No issue. Knowledge sharing is our purpose. That is the reason we are here. Okay. Yeah, presently, that's a good question. Yeah. We can think about it. Okay, definitely. I would like to invite you, all of you, man. I think we are frequently conducting such programs, and it is free. We are not charging any money, and you can enjoy here. If you are from India, I don't know whether from where you are attending these sessions. So you are welcome to Middle East, and we are not charging any money. So even we are providing food also. Okay, we are not charging for the food, but accommodation and visa you have to handle. So okay. So instead of online programs, we are always giving importance for offline programs nowadays. Regarding the plagiarism, we are using Tenet. Tenet is a good tool. Okay, but I feel that if you write by yourself, if you are writing everything by yourself, why you worry on plagiarism? This is my thinking always. Plagiarism is happening mainly because we are copying and pasting. Okay, because that is a tool. All tools are using this one. If you have your own ideas and rephrasing, it will be always better. Sijin, I need your support to go for one by one because the chat box is filling. When I may not be able to read everything. Okay, and I am not getting it.
That's a question. Can I send rejected proposal to you? Would you help me to understand what the errors are?
Maybe I will say no. Because if I am committing something to you, I may not be able to, because of time is a constraint. But I can, if you have any specific things, I can support you, definitely. Okay. We should be practical. Okay.
Okay. There's another question from could you share some innovative research proposals in the idea of the field of education?
Yeah, definitely. We have a proposal for education. I can send it. Okay, definitely. Okay. So how you have to give, I think maybe in the LMS platform, we can have, I will share with you, you can share with them. No problem. Okay.
Okay.
That is possible. Definitely we can do
that. There's a question from Patmaraj. Since I'm working on energy conversion and storage devices, is there any funding agents to support it?
I don't have any specific idea about that question because definitely there will be, definitely. Okay. Energy sector in Middle East, there are many agencies are working on energy sector. So definitely 100%. Okay. But I don't have any specific in my mind. Okay. Anyone who is supporting the engineering side, they will, definitely.
Okay. Is there any scope for funding in the field of marketing and brand management?
Definitely. 100%. It all depends on your proposal, how it will be. Nobody will be going to fund us this marketing, but will be in that way. Okay, that is you have to prepare a proposal for that one. Don't forget that there's a research. That I think most of the questions, I think feel always that there is a research. Research is very important. Everything is research.
Could you suggest a collaboration proposal on psychology?
Could you suggest a
collaboration proposal on psychology?
Yeah, I am from computer science, and all my research assistants are in computer science. So, but we have an education department, and they have psychology proposals are there. So, if any interest, definitely we can. I can guide you maybe to such people, because I have a good network in such area. So, I can guide for such collaboration. Maybe I may not be able to collaborate directly with you because it's a networking, correct? So, definitely I can guide you in that way. I can support.
Okay, next question. Must all research proposals necessarily have a team led by an experienced principal investigator?
Okay, can you repeat the question again, please?
Must all research proposals necessarily have a team led by an experienced principal investigator?
Definitely, definitely. The PI should be an experienced person. He should be a PhD holder. And in most of the cases, many countries, the PhD holders should be from the country. That is also very important, actually. Okay, it's very important.
There's a question from Dr. Nishta Rana. Can we collaborate with you in education field?
Yeah, we have an education department and they are looking for collaboration. So definitely we can do that, actually. Okay. We can.
Okay, there's few questions and numbers. Suppose that one got a proposal, what will happen if the completion gets delayed? The completion didn't happen at all. The funding agency itself would withdraw the funding.
No, that is all. There's an agreement between the funding agency and the PI, principal investigator. Okay, so definitely, if you are not accomplishing the objective, you have to return the money. That is the reason I told you that once what is the beauty of why I am giving importance for this funding project, because you are committed. Okay, suppose if usually researchers, if you are asking, usually I know that people are publishing for promotion because we all are faculty, isn't it? I hope so. Okay, not in the industry, but once you have, it is not for promotion. Means if you have a project, assume that you got a fund. What is the next option? You are utilizing the money. Okay, you are utilizing the money. So if you are not publishing or if you did not complete the objective, you have to return the entire amount to the funding agency. That's a clause. So what is the beauty that any proposal we will be forced to publish, we will be forced to achieve the objective. This is the beauty of funding a proposal. That's the reason I told you, more than money, we will get publication because you will be obliged to publish. That is the reason. Yeah, I know many people, they are not ready for the promotion also because they don't want to publish. Okay, I don't want. Okay, this is nature. But once you utilize the money, if you want to return the money, people will always hesitate. So definitely, you will do it. This is my feeling. I don't know whether you support with me or this one, but maybe some people, if they don't want to leave with the money, it depends. But generally, this is my experience with my team member also. They are very keen. When I come to know that when I'm delaying, I'm pushing my team, I tell that no, we have to return the money, no other option. So people will be always hurried to do it. This is my experience also. All right, please.
All right, okay. Next question, Dr. Faraz Afrin is asking, can we collaborate in the field of biotechnology or nanomedicine?
Both in our university, we don't have these two fields. But in Oman, there are many institutions in the medical field. They are looking for such collaborators. If you have a good research background, definitely I can support you in that way.
Okay. Do you have animal science department at your university? Can we collaborate?
We don't have here, but other universities in Oman, there is one. Okay. But the opportunities are less for such collaborations. Such one, I think, basic science is okay, but such a specialized field, it is less.
Are there funding agencies supporting research on temple architecture in India?
I don't know exactly. I don't know exactly. Okay.
Okay.
But you can check it. You can check it. Many agencies, they will give their preferred area. So definitely you can check it.
Okay, that's about all the questions that I have seen. Let me check if there are any questions from YouTube. No. Okay, question from Ramesh Nayak. Usually first we need to self-finance and then funding agency will release the fund. How does it happen?
No, I don't think so. From my experience, in the Middle East agencies are usually they will fund first. Okay, once you get the fund and you have to utilize the money, you have to give the account back. If it is doing by the institutions, definitely it will be like that, not by self-funding. I hope it is clear what I mean.
Any more questions? Please post it. So I will take it now.
I think it's okay. I think there is no more questions.
Yeah, I think we have taken all the questions. We got a few more minutes if you anybody. Okay, there's a question. Usually, as per that's same from Ramesh Naik. Usually, as per my knowledge, the fund here will go to the college and it will get released the fund small amount to the researcher. Is this the fact known to the funding? Is this fact known to the funding agencies?
Usually the international experience I will share. Once definitely the fund is coming to the institutions, and there is an institutional financial focal point is there in every institution. Okay, so the PI can spend the money with the proper evidences, proper bills, and the finance department will release the fund. Usually, in every university in Middle East, there will be a focal point, and the focal point has to approve the expenses. So immediately they will release the money. University cannot take a single money from that one, but universities can have policies that maybe 25% of the total fund can be used for the university's internal development or something. Such policies can have different institutions, but usually the agreement between it is the PI and the funding agency. So it is the PI's amount actually. This is usual practice internationally, but maybe some institutions are doing, but I don't think so. And that is a good practice. This is an international practice.
Can you share some good proposals right now?
I think maybe I will talk to you and maybe we can do that because I think we agreed that we will give the content in the LM or something, correct?
Yeah, give it to the LMS and they can answer. They can access the LMS too.
They can. I think this is the one Dr. Mendes told me about this one. Okay, so
okay.
Maybe I think that is the right way.
Yeah. If the research is in the field of marketing research based on Indian market context, whether foreign funding agency will fund it?
Actually, I don't think so. Any foreign agency will fund directly for such things. Okay, you have to apply for a proposal where you have to mention what is the relevance of that research to the particular agency. Okay, that is depends. Foreign agencies, there are many agencies, they don't have any problem in funding in India. No problem at all. But they will fund on such project. May not, that is also depends. In Middle East, if you are trying, it is always better to collaborate with the institutions here in the countries. Okay, I mean anyone faculty member. That is the beauty. That's the easiest way for you. Okay, instead of directly trying, there are many opportunities are here. You can collaborate with any of the faculty, those who are here, and you can join with them, and you can publish. Of course, the expense also can be shared. This is my experience here. That's why I am doing that. You don't have to spend any money from the pocket.
Yeah, I think we have taken the questions. Are there any more questions? If any of you have any more questions, please post it.
I think it is almost like ending the session now. 10 more minutes, correct? So
yeah. There are no more questions, sir. Is there anything from your side?
No, I would like to appreciate and thank everyone. And my request, all of you, my intention is to motivate you. My intention is to inform you that this is internationally happening. And I do believe that if you are an academic, without research, there is no scope in your life. But how you can make this journey easier, you please try for a wonderful opportunity. Use the international funding options which is available in the world. Mainly our problem is we are not trying for it. Okay. So my request, all of you, please explore the opportunity. That's my request to you. Once you get the fund, definitely you can enjoy. Okay, and it will be a turning in your life. Okay, you should not depend only on your institution's fund or even the local fund. You can try with the international agencies. Okay, when I applied for my first research fund, I never expected this. Maybe almost like 14 years back. I never expected, but it was a surprise with me. The funding agency called me and asked me, the amount you are asking is not enough. Okay. And they asked me to increase the amount in the final presentation, in the final debate with the agency. I was surprised. And I got more than 25% what I requested. And it was a motivation for me. And till now that I was trying to apply. So I am very happy. Okay. And I thought of sharing with all this with you as colleagues. Maybe some of you are young researchers. Some of you are very senior researchers. But if you don't have a project with you, I think please try it. It will be another academic journey in your life, and it will give you, it will boost you in your life. You can travel anywhere in the world. You can travel without any, because research is a world where you need financial freedom. Otherwise, you can, if you are applying for a good journal, how much you have to spend? It's a huge amount. Okay, it's a huge amount you have to spend. This is the reality. Everyone is moving in the paid model. So that is the reality. So you will get the financial freedom. So my request to all of you, try, you will get it. Wish you all the best. Thank you very much. Thanks to IPSR and Marian College and all the organizers, especially for Menda sir giving me this opportunity. Thank you, Sujin, for this moderating the session. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you very much, Dr. Sherimon P.C, for that wonderful session. Thank you for having you for this session. We will see you hopefully again for another FDP probably. All of you, please remember we have the final session tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll again have a conclusion of research methodology using ChatGPT and AI tools, and also the validatory function. So we will all see you tomorrow at 7 p.m. Please join in on time, and we will conclude today's session. And we will all see you tomorrow at 7 p.m. Thank you. Thank you again, and have a wonderful evening. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you all.